Driving in my car right after a beer. That bump is shaped like a deer. After 4 long years, Deltarune Chapters 3 and 4 are finally out, and to the surprise of absolutely no one, they are obviously incredible. I see a lot of people saying that Deltarune is now better than Undertale, and although I don't really like making claims like that since it's not finished, I really can't disagree with the people saying that. The music is great as always, the story and characters are building in a really interesting way, the visuals are really unique, and the game is arguably at its funniest here. With all these improvements, we have the battles. I remember coming off the really fun tenor fight where you do rapid fire rounds of all the little mini games, and then being thrown into this crazy unwinnable fight against the Roaring Knight. Afterwards, I was like to my friend, wow, that was a really cool scripted fight. Yeah, so how do we unlock the secret boss? Oh, the Knight is the secret boss. I beg your pardon? Honestly, hiding the chapter's secret boss behind an unwinnable scripted fight is a really cool concept. I like it a lot. But that just means the fight is extra hard. I wouldn't say it's Sans level hard, but it's definitely the hardest boss in Deltarune by far. So I thought I'd make a little tutorial video explaining in my own words how best to tackle this boss with live commentary. Only problem with that is that I'm not very good at games. Or good at explaining. Or good at explaining games. If I explain something extra bad, I'll try to break it down a bit better in post. And for an extra bit of spice, I thought I'd show how many attempts it took to record this tutorial. So with all that out of the way, let's get into my somewhat coherent tutorial on how to beat the Knight in Deltarune Chapter 3. Okay, so to start off the fight, you want to hold your breath for Chris. That's going to make sure the soul moves faster, which is an absolute necessity for this fight if you're not good at the game like me. Right. Okay, going into this first move, you want to stay near the back and make sure to dodge the stars as they come your way. This bit is easy enough. Once say, like, they get to the back, then they're going to shoot out. You want to make sure you go into a gap. Otherwise, you're going to get hit. They don't do too much damage though, so you'll be fine, to be honest. I didn't explain this one too bad, to be fair. But for an extra tip, I'd say to look for your gap before the stars start coming back. This will make your life a whole lot easier. Also, I forgot to mention, but you should definitely put the Shadow Mantle on Susie, as she is the one that you want alive the most in this fight. This move does a lot of damage though. You want to make sure you're moving at the last second, make sure you're moving up, down, left, right and diagonal to avoid the swords. As you can see, I got hit there. That was a good example of what not to do. Now you're going to make sure to keep the damage piling on. Honestly, I think Susie will live the next move, so I don't need to heal right now, but make sure that you keep everyone's health up, otherwise you will struggle, right? This move, you need to move it like the last second. The very Rouse got hit one time and he's dead. So you need to move it the last second so that these projectiles don't hit you. Otherwise, stuff like that will happen, and Rouse will become a pile of fluff. And that's just not, that's not ideal. Since Rouse decided that he wanted to die on this move, I didn't get to articulate how best to do it. This move requires some very quick thinking. You need to move right after the Knight splits the box or you're eating damage. I need to use Revivement off the rip. I don't want to do that. Right, this move is a bane of my existence, but I'm a bit better at it now. You need to make sure you're looking at the right to see where the thing is going to go up and down, and then you need to find a suitable gap, otherwise you are dead. That is going to kill Rouse, and I mean Rouse, because who else would die? My explanation for this was pretty solid, I'd say. As I said, if you look to the right, you'll see if you need to go up or down. So as long as you move with the swords, you're good. Sometimes you want to prioritize using like heal prayer or something and not rebuster, because you don't want to use all your heals right at the start of the fight. This is just the start. Okay, this move is surprisingly easy. You just want to make sure you're in the gaps when the things hit. You will start to recognize the pattern and it will become very easy to do that. Right, rebuster again, very cheeky. I want to hit with Rouse and Chris, just keep piling on that damage because this fight needs to go very fast. It's only like 5 minutes long, it's not even that long. Right, okay. Susie starts speaking. That means we're like a quarter of the way there already. Find a suitable gap, but sometimes you'll get in a corner like that and you'll get hit anyway. How lovely. But it's fine because as I said, it doesn't do that much damage. Now we want to make sure to heal up Susie. Susie is our main person to be alive in this fight. If Rouse dies, acceptance. I don't think I'll beat in this fight if Rouse alive, to be honest. Now we got this move again. It'll be mixed up a little bit here and there. I'm doing a very bad job right now, actually. I'm going to look in though, don't worry. Yeah, lovely. One thing to add here is that you need to be careful you're not in the middle of the box when the Knight splits it, because that will cause a hefty amount of damage, as you see here. Everyone's low, so we're just going to spend this turn healing. Want to use that. Oh god, I'm forgetting who I even healed. Just make sure everyone has a good amount of health, because you can't do this fight by it. Right, this is a variation of the move earlier. Honestly, I like this one a lot better. I don't know why, I can just do it easier. But I still get hit. I can't do that move hitless. It's impossible, honestly. Wow, I didn't even try to explain this move at all, huh? I like this one a lot better. Who asked? This is a tutorial, brother, not story time. Anyway, watching the swords with this one will save your life. I find that if I get hit on this move, it's usually because I'm too high, so make sure to try to stay centered. It might do well. Oh gosh. Okay. This move, it's a variation of the move earlier, but this time you're in a little circle, which makes it a lot harder to dodge. I've done very well though, actually. Honestly, I pat myself in the back. Okay, so now I'm going to do something very cheeky. I'm going to defend with Chris, then we're going to use Rude Buster, and then we're going to use Heal Prayer. You know, just keep piling on that damage, keep making sure everyone's healed, and you'll have a much better time in this fight. This is me from earlier, but you know, just the hardest version of it. Again, it's not too bad. You know, it's not too bad. All things considered. Okay, no more revivements, but it's fine. Okay, now that he's done this move again, this is the hardest version of this move will ever be. It's going to spread out, but this time they will start flying towards you. You want to make sure you go in like a nice little circular motion and you'll be okay for that move. But now we're getting a good bit of the fight. The fight's basically almost done, you know? So if you made it to this point, you're very happy. Very, 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 very happy. Right, it's this move again, but this time it's going to start moving diagonal, and that's going to really mess with your psyche. For me, honestly, I have no tips. I'm bad at that part. I don't know what to do. I've done a good job there, though, to be fair. Ah, yes. Just what I want to hear from a tutorial. I have no tips. Even in post, I can't help you guys, honestly. I usually just try my best and firm the damage on the diagonal splits. I find that getting hit on those isn't inherently a run killer, so you'll be fine. Make sure that if Chris dies, you don't need a revivement to bring them back, so, you know, if Chris dies, it's not that bad. Everyone else dying, very bad. You can't bring them back if you have no revivement. That move is just a move for earlier, but like, you know, a lot faster. And, you know, that's, you know, variety. Susie's talking again. That means the fight is going much faster, but Susie's saying a lot of cocky things, which I just don't agree with. This is a move from earlier, but, you know, it just feels a bit quicker. But honestly, it's not that bad. Right, okay. Just keep piling on damage. I might want to heal Susie. If Susie dies, that'd be very, very unfortunate. Very, very, very unfortunate. Right, from here on, the moves don't really... Oh, wait, no. I say the moves don't really change. This one does change. As you can see, this is like a Sans Undertale move, you know? You just got to move in a circular motion. Sometimes you can get finished by that move, and honestly, like, sometimes I get in a thing where, like, I'm getting hit by that move and I don't even know how to stop it. So, you know, good luck with that. Okay. Okay, this move again. Lovely. When you see this move, you should be smiling, because realistically, you shouldn't be getting hit by it, and if you do, it doesn't do too much damage. I've been hit by it. I've been hit by it, but as I said, it doesn't do too much damage. Let's defend. Rude Buster. And then we want to... Ooh. Let's use Deluxe Dinner. But at this stage in the game, you shouldn't really be using these Deluxe Dinners so sparingly. Alright, this move again. As you can see, he puts me diagonal. I don't know what to do. No clue. Rouse is dead for the rest of the fight. I'm doing a bad job. But everything's okay. Everything is okay. Right. Let us... We're going to heal Susie. And then... Let's just use this turn to heal. Only one Deluxe Dinner left. Not ideal. But, you know, there's worse situation to be in. Like this one right here where Chris has died. Everything's okay. I've misclicked. I meant to heal Susie. So now I'm going to lose. I'm going to lose is what's going to happen next. But maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. No, it's not over yet. No, it's not over till it's over. It's not over till it's over. Let's defend. And then Rude Buster. Oh boy. Okay. This is the fight. This is the move before the last move. Oh, okay. Oh no. Whoa, 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 whoa. Attempt 16? What happened to attempts 2 to 15, you ask? Well, here are some of my best moments from those attempts. Okay, so I'm basically back up to where I was before. Same position as well. Rouse gone, man. Sorry, man. It just gets like that. Rouse will never survive to the end of this fight. Gotta do this move again. Oh, but this move honestly gets me. And Susie dying would be really bad right now. I really hope that doesn't happen. Please don't die, Susie. Please don't die. Okay. Everything's okay. I'm gonna use Deluxe Dinner on Susie. Okay. Here we are. Final attack. Okay. I only have Susie. Okay, it's fine. I'm just going to defend. Okay. When this happens, make sure whoever's alive, you defend with them and you make sure you're full health. Okay, here we go. Final attack. Okay, so Knight's going to be up there. all these stars are going to come at you. Make sure you dodge them to the best of your abilities. This is about the best I can do right now. Then they're going to come in a circle. You need to make sure you move in a circle that so you can dodge them. And then the knight's going to shoot out a bunch of stars at you. Make sure you dodge all of them to the best of your ability. Try your hardest. Then they're going to shoot out. Make sure you dodge all of them. And then be on the side of the screen. Right, now, all you have to do is attack one time. And the fight is done. Honestly, easy fight. Thank you for making it to the end of this video. It's very different from the stuff I normally make, but I had a lot of fun recording and coming up with ideas for it, so I wouldn't be opposed to making more at all. Maybe you should like the video and subscribe so that you'll know if and when I do make more content like this. Am I right, lads, or am I right?